Hey, it's Pastor Tay. Going for a walk with Abby. Come on, girl. And it's a nice day. Kind of interesting. It's a blustery day, but I see the dark clouds rolling in. I think it's going to rain. I think it's a good day to talk about what can be a difficult subject, our past. And I'm thinking about all the bad things that happened to all of us in the past and how it follows us into the present and hangs over us, kind of like those dark clouds rolling in right now. Dark rain clouds that kind of are like painful memories, you know what I mean? Remember that cartoon series, Winnie the Pooh? Remember the sad donkey, Eeyore? Everywhere he went, the dark rain clouds followed him. And our past can follow us like that. And the reason why it is like that is because our past has not been reconciled. Now, it's important to note that you don't have to forget the past. Honestly, no one can truly forget. And for those who have gone through very painful experiences, it is impossible to forget. But that's okay. You don't have to forget the past. The Bible doesn't tell you to forget. You just have to reconcile it. Let's confirm that there is no biblical command to forget the past. You just have to come to terms with it. Consider the life of Joseph in the Bible, Genesis, where his past is one dramatic episode after another. From being thrown into a pit, to being sold as a slave, to being thrown into jail. This dark cloud is raining cats and dogs. I'm sure there were many times when he was disturbed by all the things that happened in his past. If you're meeting in a group, you can pause this video and share a painful experience from your past. That'll take some courage. Or you can share about how a painful experience has impacted you and still affects you today. Maybe not go into details, but anyway, pause now. Well, getting back to Joseph, there is that dramatic moment when he meets his brothers again. It's been 13 years since he was sold by them. Joseph's life is now marked by past betrayal, hardships, false accusations, and confusion. Now he stands before them with a lot of history between them. The dark cloud of his past could have easily poured down on that meeting, but Joseph offers a newfound perspective on how his past affected him. Genesis 45, he says, "Come close to me." And when they had done so, he said, "I am your brother Joseph, whom you sold into Egypt. And now do not be disturbed and do not be angry with yourselves for selling me here, because it was to save lives that God sent me ahead of you. For 2 years now there has been famine in the land, and for the next 5 years there will not be plowing or reaping. But God sent me ahead of you to preserve for you a remnant on earth, and to save your lives by a great deliverance. So then it was not you who sent me here, but God." What an amazing revelation for a man who spent half his life as a slave. Clearly, Joseph did not forget the past. He remembered every detail, but he completely reconciled it as God's plan for his life. So it's a matter of interpretation. For us believers, it's a matter of reinterpretation, reinterpreting our past with faith, believing that God was guiding us the entire time. If you're meeting in a group, you can pause this video and share how you have interpreted your past as God's work in your life. Discuss how God can use your past for His purposes in the present and the future. Pause now. Well, today, remember yesterday and take it to God and reconcile it as part of God's will for your life. You know, as painful as it may have been, somehow God allowed it and actually worked in it for His purposes. Even Eeyore needs to step away from the clouds, right? And you too, step away and see God's greater plan for your life. In fact, I always end every Java devotion with that point, right? And today's latte is a further confirmation that God has a greater purpose for your life. I actually have my latte here to go. And so I'm gonna go for a walk with Abby, and I'll catch you next time as we consider again God's great purposes for your life. Let's go, Abby. Let's go for a walk.
Thanks for joining us for a devotional drink today. If you love almond lattes, click here to subscribe so you know when the next one is ready to enjoy. Visit our website for resources for every chapter of your life. And if you're thirsty for more, click here. See you next time. May God bless your day.